In this lesson, you will learn to pronounce seemingly unpronounceable Dutch words. And stick around until the end because I will give you the 2 elected most complicated words to pronounce in Dutch. Hallo lieve vrienden. So, what are unpronounceable Dutch words? These unpronounceable words are words that have specific letters, specific sounds that are difficult to learn if you are used to speaking other languages where these sounds are not common. So before I go on, like and subscribe because there are a lot more valuable lessons like these coming up. So let me start with this one. Words that have SCHR in them. There are a lot of them. And the pronunciation of that letter combination is schr. So let's break that apart. The S is obvious, it's S. And then comes the CH, which is the ch sound. And as you have learned in the lesson about pronouncing the ch sound, there are several ways to pronounce it. And it also differs per area in the Netherlands, because in the southern area of the Netherlands, the ch sound is not pronounced as such, but it is pronounced as a soft G, that is ch. And I think for some of you, that sound is more easy to pronounce than the hard ch, okay? So, and then the R, that is r, the rolling R, or the r, and it sometimes is even pronounced as ch, right? So combining those together is schr. So what are words with this sound? Like writing in Dutch is schrijven. So say it with me, schrijven. So you can pronounce it as that, but you can also say schrijven. And there's no shame in a little accent, right? So you can pronounce it a little bit more English, like schrijven, right? So the R is r, right? So that is one word. If I say, let me quickly write this down. Laat me dit snel even opschrijven, right? So op means on. So you're writing it on paper. So that's why we use the word opschrijven. That is the verb. So that means write down, to write something down. Iets opschrijven. Another word with this sound is the city of The Hague. That is in Dutch, Schravenhagen. So there's that same sound again. This time the sound is not spelled with a CH, but with a G, right? So that is the same sound. Another one is to be startled by something. That is schrikken. So you can pronounce it as schrikken or schrikken. Choose which one is more natural for you. And there is also a very, very, very complicated word combination that is also a term in the Netherlands in Dutch. That is grensoverschrijdend gedrag. Wow, those are a lot of ch's, right? So that means a type of behavior that is out of line. So if someone is showing a behavior that is out of line, you can say dat is grensoverschrijdend gedrag. So that's one type of pronunciation, letter combination that I wanted to explain to you. The other one is just the GR sound. So that is the G, that is ch or sh, and the R, that is r or r or her. So there are a lot of words with this combination, like the word graag. So there's 2 G's in there and the GR. So that means please. If you are offered something to drink and you want to say yes please, you will say ja graag. Another complicated sound to make in Dutch is the letter U, right? So that is pronounced as U. There's an entire lesson on this, so check that one out. So the U can be found in words such as aluminum. In Dutch is aluminium. So look closely at the 2 different pronunciations of the same letter U. So the first part is alu, and then the U in the second part is minium. So the first one is U, the second is E. Aluminium. And another word with this letter is the Dutch word for ammo or ammunition. That is munitie. So the first two letters, mu. So it is the M and the U is pronounced mu. And then the rest, munitie. Then the other sound that is complicated to learn, but if you practice, you'll get it. That is the ui sound. That is a U-I. So you can find this in the word uil, that is an owl. And the word for outside, that is buiten. Ui sound, right? Buiten. I am going outside. Ik ga naar buiten. Another Dutch word is a chick, like a baby bird or baby chicken, right? That is kuiken. Same sound. Ui, kuiken. Another one that is just words with the G or CH sound, the ch. So there's a lot of them, like cholesterol. That is cholesterol, right? So in Dutch it's just pronounced as the k sound, but in Dutch it is ch. So you can pronounce it as cholesterol, but you can also say the hard way, cholesterol. Another word with this sound is kachel. So that is like a stove, right? A heating unit that you can have in your home or in your car or anywhere where you need to heat the space up. That is kachel. And also a pin from the bowling alley. That is called kegel. But you can pronounce it also as kegel. And the final example for this sound is geschikt. So there is a G in this word and there's a CH. Both are pronounced as the same sound. And this means suited for or suitable, right? So this table is suitable for usage outside. Deze tafel is geschikt voor buitengebruik. Okay, so these are some sounds that can be very challenging to learn. So re-watch this video and say it with me. Just practice and practice and you will get there. And even if there's still some accent, it's no problem. It is perfectly fine if you talk with an accent, but at least you are getting close to the native pronunciation of these words, right? So, okay, as I've promised, I will give you the two most complicated words to pronounce in Dutch. I've done some research and this was what came out as the two words that were elected. So the number 2 most complicated to pronounce is defibrilleren. So that is defibrillate, right? If you want to revive someone who had a heart attack. So that is the word defibrilleren. Can you say it? Say it with me. Defibrilleren. And the number 1 most complicated word to pronounce for non-native speakers is meteorologisch. So that is about the weather. So I believe in English it's meteorological, and then in Dutch that is meteorologisch. So say it with me, meteorologisch. Okay, practice that and let me know how you did. If there are some other words that you think are unpronounceable with sounds that I haven't mentioned in this lesson, please let us know in the comments and I'm happy to respond, and I'll see you in the next lesson.